reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your other host, Quincy.
Fuck, I forgot to grab the drink. I'll be right back.
You monster! Well, while he's gone, how's everybody doing? Everybody good? I can't hear you guys. I don't know why I'm asking. Well, I mean, I guess there is the chat. Nobody's in there yet. Justin, hurry up. I'm not good at pandering.
Listen.
What? I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm not hearing anything.
Okay.
I'm just
back.
listening.
Hello. All right. How you doing over there, Q?
I'm alive and well. It was 114 degrees at one point today while I was out working. I don't give a crap that, the weather service is like, oh, it only hit 106 or 7 or whatever it was. Like, no, it hit higher. You guys are wrong.
It hot. Yeah, we did a little walking today, and I picked up something special. But first, what are you drinking, if anything special?
I made myself a K-Cup, just the normal Starbucks one. Nothing fancy. I am getting low. I'm going to have to make a Costco run.
Ooh. Costco's. I prefer Sam's Club over it, but as for me, I've got a special drink.
Well, I like Costco for two reasons. First of all, Costco didn't end DEI like the Walmart Corporation did, and Walmart owns Sam's Club, so there's that.
Yeah. That is
second,
fair.
There's a lot of brand differences. One carries one set of stuff, another carries another set of stuff. Costco tends to carry more of the brands I like. So, there's that.
There is also that, yeah.
Would you manage to get your hands on?
So 7-Eleven has a very specific Arizona that just came out, and I said, nah, they probably don't have it, but I'll take a look. Last can on the shelf, a whipped pineapple orange fruit juice cocktail. And I was like, a Dole Whip, but in Arizona form? Let's take a peek, and I'm going to see if I can crack this perfectly into the... Yeah, buddy. Ooh, the smell. Oh, that's weird.
Weird good or weird bad?
Weird. It's a lot of pineapple. You don't taste a lot of orange in it.
Mm.
Was I supposed to shake this? Contains 4.5% fruit juice. Doesn't say to shake. But, as Arizona always is, no synthetic colors or flavors. It's all actually taken from purees and high fructose corn syrup. That's all it really is, and water. But I can get down with that. I am probably going to jitter the fuck out, because this is 40% of my daily intake of sugar in the whole can. Jesus. Oh, but it is very good. I do like it. It is refreshing. Don't get the whipped cream, though, which is a bit of a bummer. I've been playing Ion Fury. I haven't really been playing much video games. I've been reading. I've been catching up on some books and comics from my backlog. And it might be more.
I'm kind of starting to reach the point where I'm convinced my backlog's never going to be caught up.
I'm afraid that's going to be that way with me with games, because my Steam is starting to get to the point where it's scary how many games I haven't played yet. So
yeah, I stopped buying things off your wish list because I was looking at it. I'm like, there's no way this man's going to play all these.
I want to look, but I don't want to look. Yeah, well, let me just pull it up real quick. 1,529 games. And I've only played maybe...
I mean, I feel like it's not really a problem until you get into the 10,000s, right? Right.
I mean, there's only 8,000. There's only 8,500 games on Steam in total. But you're right. I'll reach that. I'll go beyond.
Really?
I believe it does feel low, but a lot of the games are schlock that gets pulled off, or like $1 things that don't sell, so Steam cuts them off after a period of time. So some of the games you can't even acquire anymore.
Plus, there's all the naughty games you're not going to play. So.
Oh yeah, no. I hide those for a reason. Get out of here. I don't want to play those. But I can tell you what games I wouldn't mind playing over at the good old Humble Bundle. There's some Puzzle Pizzazz game bundle. $12 for all 8 of these pretty nice looking games. Just gonna go briefly through these. The Entropy Center I played a little bit of. It's really ingenious in the way that it puts together puzzles. A Guidebook to Babel, a very nice storytelling puzzle game. Further down, you got Homebody, where you decide to go home after a short trip, but something's amiss. All of these games seem like they're a pretty good puzzly game for the price, and it helps out. The Trevor Project. The mission of the Trevor Project is to end suicide among gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and questioning young people. Quick, simple, easy. Hopefully they do this because without getting too serious, I went down my Twitter and one of my followers, one of the people that I follow, uh, just recently moved on because of uh, suicide, and
That's rough.
yeah, they were questioning they them, and I supported them through their stuff. They were an artist and never experienced such. I hope that the Trevor Project does reach out to more folk like that. June Tunes. Music is kind of a big thing for me, and I really like rhythm games. I've been a fan of DDR for the longest time. Other games kind of miss me, but at the same time, games like Everhood, with its roarous soundtrack and strange endings, do catch me. $10 for all 9 of these games, including Everhood, Wander Song, Rhythm Fighter, which is an interesting one. And if you ever want to play a trombone very badly, with Trombone Champ. I've watched many people play this game, and it's it's crazy on how the trombone sounds in it. This charity is Girls Who Code. Girls Who Code is a nonprofit organization which helps out young women reach a complete level computer science education and gain skills to further enhance their employability. Uh, here we go. Girls Who Code is dedicated to closing the gender gap in the technological world, supporting the work of Girls Who Code in an opportunity to empower the engineers, innovators, and executives of tomorrow. Very good one. Number 3 out of 4, Case and Consequence Collection. Quincy is a big fan of detective games.
It can be.
Yeah. Have you played Crimes and Punishment from the Sherlock Holmes?
No, I think I have it, but I haven't played it now.
I very, very briefly touched this one. I have it on Steam. I very briefly touched this one. It's actually kind of nice, very slow paced, but nice. Lacuna, a very interesting noir one that kind of is on the borderline of Blade Runner. Heavy Rain, not a fan of the director, but it's the only game that I'll promote from that director. And Brock the Investigator, where you play a gator with a Australian accent doing a murder mystery. Kind of funny, kind of good. And this one also helps out Girls Who Code. Doop. And last but not least, something that was very unexpected, but very happy to see, Lilo and Stitch, Gargoyles, and more Disney comics. A 49 item bundle for $18. It features, as mentioned, Lilo and Stitch, Gargoyles, Darkwing Duck, which I would actually really like to own these covers. Honest to God, they are very nice looking. Some of the villains, such as Hades, Cruella de Vil, Scar. Further down, you got DuckTales, which, once again, I would like to have those covers. Some interesting Gargoyles ones, such as the Halloween special, and then ones that go into the past. I was not a big fan of Gargoyles Season 3, where they went into their history and why they got frozen up there on the top of the castle walls that got moved to the...
Don't they do that right in the opening of the first one? Did they repeat that shit in the later seasons? I don't remember the later seasons.
So they touch on it. They briefly touch on it in the first season and then move beyond it. In season 3, they have like 7 to 10 episodes where they just talk about what led them up until their quote unquote betrayal, and how they get, of course, frozen up there and then moved eventually to the top of Garskins. I forget the tower name, But yeah, and then further down you got Darkwing Duck and Robo Duck, and then the Nega Duck, and I was like, okay, shit. I really like the fact that we're getting like really nice covers from Dynamite. I may buy these. This is definitely on the list now. I hope to maybe find some of these physically, but even still, nice to see them. This helps out First Book. First Book is a nonprofit social enterprise that provides new books and educational resources to programs and schools serving children in need. Um, it's great that we are now having factories that are being made specifically for reprinting books. We are no longer writing new ones. Sure, yeah, we're writing new ones, but we still need to teach kids about the things that they need to get through. And First Book is also trying to make cost-efficient college books, which makes me very happy.
The textbooks are far too expensive.
There's a website that sells secondhand college books that you're going to be using for the college courses for like dirt cheap. I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but a little bit of Googling will get you there. Let's get the grease out of the way real quick. So, as many people know, I'm not a big fan of Randall Pitchford. He did pop on his Twitter and say, "Okay, I heard you. We're gonna lower the price of the base game to $70." And I was like, "Okay, cool." Less than 48 hours after that, though.
What happened to not having any control of that?
Yeah, I know, right? Well, he probably didn't, but the player base probably spoke up really loud, and I'm betting another one of the CEOs or one of the head devs leaned over and said, fix this."
Yeah, and then also his whole fucking nasty comment about how much games cost when he was a kid.
Yeah, like, brother, that is apples to oranges, and shut up. But he decided to double down on it by announcing a collector's edition, a GameStop exclusive collector's bundle. $150 comes with a really nice looking figure with LED lights, a vault symbol necklace that looks kind of cheap, to be honest. A shift code card for a couple of golden keys for your game, a cloth map of Kairos, the place you're going to be in Borderlands 4, and a couple of double-sided lithographs. Does not come with the game. I sat here and I said, even if you made the game $50 extra, $200 for this bundle that includes the game for $200, I guarantee you'll sell.
Well, how about while we're talking about things like that, how about the fact that Mario Kart World is what, $80 for the base game, but if you buy the Switch 2 bundle that comes with it, that bundle's only $50 more than the regular Switch bundle, so they're actually telling you the real price of the game right there.
Yes and no. I mean, I understand getting it at the time of purchase obviously will save you some money type of things, such as, their stupid thing is with GameStop, save $25 when you spend $250. Save a little bit when you purchase a little bit. So if you bought a Switch 2, save $25. I get it. I understand it.
But that's the price across the board, like anywhere you buy that bundle. Like the Nintendo one, like that game's a $50 game. They're telling us it's $80. It's a $50 game. This guy is sitting here going, "Hey, come buy all this shit for this insane price and don't even get a game." Like, why would I buy all this? Not get the game?
We don't even know who this character is. We don't even know who the Vault Hunters. I mean, they did release a little bit of gameplay 4 days ago, and that was kind of where he announced this thing because they talked about this robot a little bit. But if you didn't watch that, you wouldn't know anything about this robot. You wouldn't know anything about this. They did send out a few alpha keys to people, and they talked about the game. The game looks fine. The game looks like a Borderlands game.
It was a Borderlands game, I would assume.
Yeah, it looks. You can now pop up on your vehicle, very Sparrow-like from Destiny. You now have a grappling hook. You now have easier maneuverability. Very Tales from the Borderlands. I said, okay, it gets a thumbs up, but I'm not gonna be purchasing this. Not unless it goes on deep sale. But then another thing occurred to me when I was kind of glancing around the GameStop website. Quincy, how much do you think the deluxe edition of this game goes for?
Well, we already played this guessing game, and I went with 120.
You went with 120, and I said, alas, it is 130, and we have no idea what it even comes with.
Of course not.
And
This is just about making money. This isn't about giving the consumer anything.
Yeah, we have. I like it. It doesn't even. It says it comes with some pre-order bonuses, but the Firehawk Fury skin. What is that? What is bounty hunter thing? 4 unique areas. That's going to be the DLCs that are going to be coming out later, and then it just says a bunch of cosmetics. I you need to give more of a descriptor or some images that are very specific to this, not the same stock images you gave to the other stuff. But I digress. As said, let's get the grease out of the way. Let's over to Bungie. Bungie has kind of said two different statements, and I don't know which one is the right one. So I'm kind of bringing up the legal one, the one that's on their Marathon website. And it says, thank you not only for your passionate feedback about the marathon reveal and the alpha playtest, but also your patience while we took the time to listen closely and chart our next steps. They have removed their September 23rd release and have not given any more time and date. They said we'll continue closed testing, including participants from the alpha. And I said, okay, well, that means that it's still going to be around. However, removing that date and not giving us a new one, so we'll hear more about this either in the fall, whether it's
None of the marketing told me what this fucking game was. Like, half of the marketing I watched was just cutscenes. And it basically was coming for GTA, which is just a dumb thing to do.
Yeah.
And then, everything I saw of what got released, it looked like crap. And then, they were, pulling fucking people's,
Were you thinking Mind's Eye?
Oh, I'm thinking Mind's Eye, not Marathon. Yeah.
I got actually. You might as well get
That's
that
a whole
one
other
out.
fucking shit show.
That is a whole other shit show. You literally
Yeah.
they had sponsored spots where after the 2 hours were done, that was their sponsored gameplay. After they were done with it, there was one Twitch streamer who just could not keep a straight face while saying, "Man, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys buy this on Xbox Series S, X, etc., etc." And
Are they requiring you to lie?
he was just he didn't have fun. But as soon as he was done, as soon as that 2 hour hit, as soon as second, he said, "I'm done. I don't want to go back."
Back to Marathon.
Back to Marathon though.
I don't know what the fuck this is. And the background thing, this just looks like they used fucking unused Destiny
Assets.
Yeah.
A little bit. That's
just the moon with a big spike through it.
Yeah, this is where I was like, this could have been Beyond Light, where they introduced stasis for Destiny. I said this entire planet could have been the fun area we could have gone around instead of Europa, but here we are. I'm hoping that in the near future, Bungie kind of goes, okay, we're gonna cancel Marathon. Cancel Marathon. That would be the best idea that Bungie could probably do with this project. You are never gonna make it anywhere near what the original trilogy was supposed to be. I guarantee it. Move whoever you got over to Destiny. Start working on quality of life changes. Start working on having your player base not fucking loathe every time they enter a dungeon, every time they enter a raid, and go, hopefully I get that thing. No, start having some guaranteed shit for your players that are still wanting to stick around. Don't treat them like, oh, they're gonna get that thing so they won't play. No, they're going to keep playing because they enjoy the gameplay, you fuck asses. I like Destiny. I want to like Destiny. But God,
I haven't liked Destiny in a while.
But God, they're making it hard to do it. All right. And luckily, no more grease. All the grease has been washed away. We emptied the grease traps. Because now we're going to talk about some Xbox stuff. Xbox has been always up and up with always releasing new shit for their Game Pass. And I get to try something. Crash Bandicoot 4, it's about time, drops onto it as of yesterday. And
yeah, I just saw that that's on there, and I went, ooh. I haven't played a Crash Bandicoot game since Crash Bandicoot was new.
Yeah, I've never played a Crash Bandicoot game. PlayStation 1 was kind of my JRPG phase, so I never played a lot of platformers. So Spyro I've never really played. Crash I never really played. I'm sure there's
the remake is what worth playing on Spyro if you want to experience Spyro. It's the exact same game, just rebuilt for today.
Okay, I'll probably start up on one of those. Start having some fun. As well as FBC Firebreak from the guys who did Control, and I watched a few people already play this game. It looks fucking crazy. And then Lost in Random, The Eternal Die. I was supposed to pull something up for this, but I didn't. It looks interesting, but I said I forgot to pull it up.
We also got a Barbie game a couple days ago that kind of looks like The Sims but Barbie.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's called Barbie Project Friendship.
Hang on, let me see what's in the Game Pass thing. Wild Frost. We'll talk about that in 2 seconds. Alters dropped. I don't. Alters confuses me. I watched the trailer thing. Here we go. Barbie Project Friendship. Yeah. Anyways, um, yeah, the coming soon portion, which means in the next month we should be getting a bunch of these. But as of today, we got Star Trucker and Wild Frost. Wild Frost was another one I was supposed to bring up, but I didn't. Rematch, the 3v3 or 4v4 soccer game that looks very Rocket League, but with actual players. It looks very fun, very bright and vibrant. Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, the reforged and remastered versions, all dropping on the PC version. Makes me actually wish I had availability to get the PC Game Pass, because I miss Warcraft 2. Warcraft 2 is so fun.
I wonder if I can get to these through streaming on PC.
With Warcraft 2, you should be able just to play on that thing. You should be fine. This baby ain't gonna run. Yeah, oh yeah. I guarantee you, Warcraft 2 remastered could even run on a Pentium 2 still. I guarantee it.
Are these already hit? Or are these coming
soon? This one I believe is coming soon. I did not see it on the today list. So in the near future, Call of Duty World War II is going to be dropping on the Game Pass, and I already played and bought this one. It's fine. It does the good storytelling, but it does a lot of jumping around. Against the Storm, a tactics card style game.
No, it's not a card style game. It's kind of like a city builder.
Oh.
Yeah, I've played that one.
Oh.
So you make mini towns and like try to clear out areas, and they have like this like evil force essentially going on. You're trying to slowly reclaim the land with through like these mini towns and whatnot.
Oh, thank you for the clarity. Little Nightmares 2 will be dropping. I've already played Little Nightmares 1. I liked it a lot. I'm happy that I have a chance to play Little Nightmares 2. I have no fruit idea what Volcano Princess is, but looks adorable. Rise of the Tomb Raider will be dropping later on, but I already own that like 4 times over, so maybe one of these days I'll actually give it a shot. And then, as mentioned, Star Trucker and Wild Frost dropped today.
That one like Volcano Princess? Let me see if that's actually around. Hey, I forgot Fallout Tactics is on here.
Fallout Tactics is fun.
I've never actually played it.
It's fun, but don't go in expecting a good Fallout story.
Is that the one that people generally say? No, Brotherhood of Steel is one people generally go with not being.
Yeah, Brotherhood of Steel sucks. Brotherhood of Steel is not fun. It's not fun, and the story is not good. But
there's also something on here called Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard. I've never seen that.
I think that's like the Risk-like, I think. Let me open up a new tab.
Yeah, that Volcano one isn't on here yet. I was gonna pull it and see what it is, but it hasn't hit Game Pass yet. I can probably just search it.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm not that curious.
Oh no. Well, it's on my Steam forever now. It's a life sim with multiple endings. It looks like a little RPG-ish, where you talk with people and conversate, and you get to fight creatures of the deep. Not my style of game.
While we're talking about games, everybody make sure you go and grab your free Epic Games and free
Actually, I'm gonna go take a
Prime Gaming.
I'm gonna go take a look at what's on the
Just
Epic Games.
That friendly reminder.
Saints Row 2 and 3 are on the Twitch one. Oh, over on fucking Epic Games, 2 Point Hospital. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna pick it up right now. Hopefully it doesn't show anything. Actually, I'm gonna move it over here. Oh, it's
And
already in my
then it looks like
it's already in my library. Good.
starting tomorrow, we're getting The Operator.
Yes. Which I think is you're calling out dispatching type things. Speaking of the dispatch, when did that game come out? The one where you're dispatching heroes.
Oh, I just saw another trailer for that the other day.
Yeah, when does that one come out? Let's go find. I think it's just called Dispatch.
Yeah, it's called Dispatch.
It just says 2025.
Just says 2025 on the Steam.
Yeah, you can play the demo still. Some of the Next Fest have extended trailers, so you can go back in and play more of those demos if in case you happen to want to try them out.
Yeah, it looks like everywhere it's just TBA.
Okay, that's fine. We'll get that when it comes out.
That one looks a lot of fun. Like if that one doesn't come to console, I'm gonna be a little upset.
I think it will. It's just be prepared for probably a $40 price tag.
I'd pay 40 for it. 60 is a little questionable. 70 or above is a no.
It definitely looks very Telltale, and with good voice actors.
Over on Z Prime Gaming, we have Death Squared, which is a little puzzle game. Station to Station looks like some kind of train sim. I've never played it.
It's a board game.
Oh, okay. Dungeon of the Endless Definitive Edition.
I've played that one. It's fine.
Saints Row 4 Reelected, which was the end of Saints Row for me. Like I played that one and got out of hell, and I went, you know what? I'm okay if they don't get any more of these. Star Wars Rebellion. Toem, Toem. Saints Row 2.
Cutesy game.
And Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered, starring Lara Croft. I really wish they would actually remake those rather than just remastering them.
I mean, yeah, okay. Wait a minute. Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3 remastered. Now with the remastery though, does it have the better control scheme, or is it still the tank controls?
I think it's just one of those HD remaster type of things. I think it's the exact same game, just...
I hate those controls. Like, I get why it was of the times, but...
Like, that's kind of how I feel about, like, can we do a remake? Like, a full-blown remake of Resident Evil 0 and 1?
Now, Hugo in chat says, you're a man who could possibly own 5 Tomb Raiders. I own Rise of the Tomb Raider. I own the 1 through 3 collection that just came out. That's on the Prime Gaming. And I have the remake of Tomb Raider. So I have 5 Tomb Raiders. You are correct.
Yeah, I think I own multiple versions of all the new ones. Because I went through a steelbook for, I think, the last one, because I actually really enjoyed that franchise, unlike a lot of people.
Well, I didn't mind it. It's just I was busy with...
That wasn't a comment on you. It was just a lot of people really did not like those games for some reason.
I remember playing the first one on a demo disc a lot. I remember playing that a lot. And then it was only like the first area of 1 or 2, going through like a cave and then fighting bats and then a tiger. And I was like, I'm fighting a fucking tiger with 2 pistols. Get me out of here. Yeah, I need to go through them. Just briefly touching up on Xbox. They're continuing to talk about their next generation of hardware and how AMD Ryzen AI, the Z2 Extreme chips, and how they are using these AI-assisted tools to help fill the graphic issues that could be arising in the near future by making them more high fidelity, or ray tracing, by having consoles actually reach ray tracing potentials and playing them at their utmost potential, which means the next...
I don't trust when companies start using AI. It bothers me.
Same to a degree. I kind of have an understanding that we're going to need to start filling in the gaps if the technology can't reach its full potential without smudging the lines a little bit. And this does it in a way that makes it look a little more clean because, well, one, it uses less power. Two, it's gonna make the game look more pretty. But three, it's going to cost a little bit more. This is the reason why Microsoft has been saying that the Xbox console, the Series S, X, and the Ally are probably going to be a little bit more than what you might be expecting in the near future, because they're wanting these things to run well, stay well, and basically be future proof, hopefully, until the next generation decides to crawl out of the wormhole and say, you need to upgrade your hardware for this next game. I hope that isn't for a very long time, considering we're finally reaching the angular of 1,000 polygons on screen at a time. We don't need more than that, personally. But Witcher 4 does look very pretty in its engine, and shaders are getting PCs a little more warmer. I'm hoping that in the near future it doesn't kill the Xbox Series, but I would like to play Witcher 4 on the console. Whew. Badoo. Something I haven't talked about in a very long time, and it kind of irks me, but I'm happy that it's making a return. Goosebumps. I liked Goosebumps as a kid. Loved the books. I still haven't seen the Jack Black-ish movie because I heard it was not good.
I only watched the first one. I didn't watch the sequel, but I enjoyed it.
Okay, I might go
And
into the peek.
then when they did the new, more serious show on Disney Plus, I watched it. I enjoyed it. And then they did the second one, and they're not seasons, like, or there are seasons, but it's not like, oh, the other one's, season 2. Like, it's a whole new run of stories type of thing. It's like a whole new thing.
Oh,
I haven't watched that yet, but
huh. Well, even still, they're making games of Goosebumps. I might have to check out Disney Plus and take a look at the seriousness of it. Would you say it's like young adult theme, like toward angle toward young
yeah,
adult? Okay.
it's angled towards young adults to young teens, young adults. People actually die in it,
Oh,
so yeah.
I mean, people. Well, recalling, I think people died in Camp Horror. I think.
It's not as bloody and gruesome as Fear Street, though.
I don't know nothing about Fear Street.
Fear Street's another Goosebumps thing that Netflix did. They did a 3-part series, or 3-part. They did a 3-part thing. Each part was like the length of a movie, and now they just recently did another one, but I haven't watched that. I heard that one was bad. But it's an arcing story across 3 parts. Each one takes place in a different time. So like the first part is like the 80s. No, second part's one of them set in like the 80s, one of them set further back, and then like you kind of got like the present day thing. And it's all like connected. But like you're straight up seeing like people like get taken out in pretty slasher ways.
I can appreciate it, but you're saying it was not good.
Well, that one was good.
Okay,
Fear
good.
Street, all 3 parts were good. Yeah. It's the new Fear Street. They did like another one this year, like because that first one came out like 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
They just did another one this year, but I've heard that one isn't good. I haven't watched it yet.
Copy. Uh, August 2025 for this comes out PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. Actually backed by Scholastic, I could see down here, which is still good to see old names coming back around. I haven't heard any of my younger nephews or otherwise nieces talking about Scholastic, so it kind of worries me that they weren't popping up for a moment. But doop. Fortnite just announced and dropped a very interesting Lego expansion called Expeditions, where you and up to 3 other players can go around and do some quests in a very super way, because that's this season pass is superheroes. They feature, of course, Superman, Robin, and I think in the paid packs you can get the Joker, which looks kind of okay, very very Fortnite-ish. I'm happy that they're releasing new ways so you can fill out your battle pass without having to try and beat out the sweats in the battle royale. Um, I'm very curious to know on how quick it can get you done, because gameplay repetitiveness does strike me as something that could be an
That's
issue.
kind of my problem with a lot of these online games nowadays. Like that's where I started running into a problem with Destiny first. Was like, oh hey, let's just keep playing the same raids over and over and over again every day,
Every day.
so that we can hopefully up our light level and hopefully find some more equipment, so that we can then maybe go do a dungeon,
Right. Yeah. You're right.
like strike playlists and all that. And and like that's kind of how I look at Fortnite. I don't, you know, more power to those who enjoy it. I love that people are having fun. I always want people to be able to have fun. It doesn't bother me that someone's having fun with Fortnite.
Yeah.
What bothers me is that game companies are deciding to make games where all you do is like, after you've experienced the new stuff, all it is high socks. All it is just repetitive, repeating the same thing over and over again until the new stuff comes out.
Right. And hopefully with the new season of Fortnite that's been popping around, we get more, of course, like quests that you could do even in the battle royale version, where you go and do something very specific instead of fighting people. You're earning a shit ton of XP. You now have rank tiers that you can open up specific loot gear, just as long as if you're playing even mediocre, just as long as you're doing the objectives, you can open up these new chests. I'm like, okay, they're adding in things for those who are having a difficult time looting or otherwise, they can get in there and actually fight back if they need to. It's fine. I'm not saying the sweats though. Oh boy, the sweats. Ugh. But dupe. It seems that NetEase really wants to punch a lot of other developers and make a game of their own in a different style. As of with Marvel Rivals wanting to punch uh Overwatch, now we have Marvel Mystic Mayhem kind of taking a jab toward future future fight, right?
I don't know.
Because it is the very if you let it AFK, it'll auto fight for you, and it does feel very very much like it is a knockoff of Future Fight, just with, of course, NetEase's layer of costume creation, because holy crap, those guys can really do costumes. There's a pink bubblegum Venom that's going to be dropping in Rivals in the near future, and the fan art is already out and about. Who are calling him the Bubblegum Princess and having him wear a crop top, considering he's got the twerk emote. The list goes on, but even still, I can find myself probably checking this one out just to have something to blank the mind while building a team.
So I went and double checked. Future Fight's the one where like you clear the different like mini levels and whatnot. Like you go through and you just beat everybody up, and like sometimes you have a boss battle and whatnot. You do it with your team of like 3 or 4 heroes.
Okay, so this is more ish toward
And
like Strike Force to a small degree.
Strike Force is you build your team of 4, and then you fight like
Other teams of
yeah, it's turn based, and you fight like the enemy teams of however many.
Okay, because I
And
can
then
see
you have
now.
raids and whatnot. Like, did you? I'm trying to think of what exactly.
I played a little bit of Strike Force, and it's kind of, it fell off. It
Yeah,
rolled out of
well,
the side of the head.
being Foxnex being sold to fucking Scopely is probably one of the things that hurt it the most. And now you've got the fact that they're buying they bought Pokemon Go. I'm really curious to see what the fuck happens there.
Oh, also thank you for the subscription.
Ooh, thank you. Let's see. Strike Force is turn-based role-playing game. And then Mystic Mayhem is being described as a fucking no, because my shit won't load.
I got you. Free-to-play mobile tactical RPG is what they're labeling it as. Strategic turn-based gameplay to secure the win. I don't know.
That doesn't.
I don't know. It feels like it, but with a little bit more of user input. Because down below you see these cards. You get like an action gauge. One causes these to pop up. 2, you can buff or wait for till you get 3 stacks, and then you can throw either a dash or an attack. It seems like you have to kind of bide your time to use your abilities. Also has a lot of eldritch horrors kind of popping up, and I said, "Ooh, we like that. We like looking at some eldritch horrors popping in." So I might check this one out. Pre-registry is today. However, it doesn't drop until the 25th of June. I'll probably take a quick look at this one. This one
Okay,
does
I'm pulling up actual gameplay real quick from a YouTube
for
video just so I can see what it looks like a little bit more.
from Mystic Mayhem.
Yeah, like I'm looking at somebody that like got like an early thing and played
Okay.
it, and I'm looking to see. Yeah, so I mean, you've got the enemies there. They've got bars and whatnot, and you've kind of got. Oh, I see. So like you can. This one's a little bit more detailed than Strike Force because you've got like your attack radius and whatnot. So like he's using. I'm assuming that's Hulk. The design kind of makes him look like Scar almost, or whatever the hell his name is.
He does look a little Scar-ish.
So yeah, like you've got like attack radius, like area of attack, and like you've got like the ability to actually move the enemies when you hit them and whatnot.
Oh. So
Yeah,
you get
okay. I
to
mean, this looks cool. This looks fun. I don't know that I would play it very often.
fair.
I just don't know that it would keep me going super long. Um, but you know, I have repeatedly fallen in and out of Snap, and yeah, so I wouldn't say that this is necessarily coming for Strike Force because it is different in many ways. Um, but I could see a lot of people having fun with this. It's different enough from Strike Force and it's different enough from Future Fight that I could see it standing on its own.
Okay.
And it's different enough from Snap, you know.
Well, yeah, Snap is just
I could see like
pure-blooded card game.
card game, yeah. I could see someone that's like a really big Marvel fan being like, yeah, I play all of these. And I mean, I'm a big Marvel fan, but I wouldn't dive into everything. The reality is I've fallen out of like all my mobile games.
Yeah.
What was the? There was another one, another Marvel mobile game that I think is gone now.
You're right. I also don't remember
Contest
the
of
name.
Champions.
That's it.
Yeah.
It had like 1940 something Cap as its poster child. I remember seeing.
Well, you know, they went through a bunch of changes, but basically you had to like get the character gems to eventually unlock the character and stuff. Then you have like, you know, which is Contest of Champions still available? I thought they shut it down.
I don't know. I
Um,
think they offered a sponsorship spot not too long ago.
No, here you go. So it was released in 2014. The game is strongly based on the events of a limited comic book series, Contest of Champions. An arcade version was released in 2019, developed by Raw Thrills and exclusive to Dave & Buster's locations. A port for Microsoft Windows via Steam was announced on May 15th of 2025. So yeah, I guess this is doing well enough that they're doing a Steam port with a demo version released May 29th, 2025, only available June 9th to the 16th of 2025. During Steam Next Fest, a full version was released on June 18th, 2025. So yeah, as of today.
Whoa, hang on, I'm gonna Contest of Champ. Okay, cool.
Yeah, as of today, you can get Contest Champions over on Steam. That's kind of cool.
I just hope that you don't need to drop any money because I will admit, Steam being like an all facet where you can actually get a lot of mobile games on Steam. It's fine, but some games need to be on a phone to.
Yeah, it's free to play.
Yeah, it's free to play, but ooh, it is getting mixed reviews. Let's go take a look.
No, yeah, you basically just ported over a mobile game to Steam. It's basically. Like, honestly, it's probably easier to play on Steam than it is mobile, because it's basically a fighter.
Yeah.
A 1v1 fighter.
Yeah, everyone's saying it's pay to win, still pay to win. I have this on my phone. And think of all the bugs that were gonna be. Oh, no, they're still running a little bit into bugs.
Yeah, so you got, you know, Contest Champions, Future Fight, Strike Force, Future Revolution. Is that one still around?
Which one?
Future Revolution.
Future
that
Revolution?
one came out. Yeah, that one came out in 2021. Action role-playing game developed by Netmarble, published by Netmarble. The game's storyline is based on Secret Wars series and is set on the primary Earth, a patchwork world of alternate Earths, such as ones ruled by Hydra Empire or settled by Asgardians. Because of the game's multiverse nature, many alternative versions promote the Marvel characters also appear, often interacting with one another. On October 27th, 2022, it was announced that they would reducing the scale of the servers in 2023. They announced the game would shut down. And the app purchases would be disabled. The game was shut down August of 2023, exactly 2 years after the launch. So yeah, that one's gone. You got Marvel Puzzle Quest, which is just one of those match 4 games.
We like those.
And then everything else is like, old stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I guess there's probably room for Mystic Mayhem. Especially because Contest of Champions, I think, is probably going to be the first one to die out of the current things. Strike Force probably isn't far behind.
Hopefully.
I mean, you got a guy that like me that played Strike Force from when it launched every day, doing my dailies. I spent money on that game and everything it launched in 2018, and I played it all the way up until about February of last year is about when I dropped out of it. No, sorry, February of this year. February of this year is about when I dropped out of it. So, I mean,
not bad.
It's 7 years, and I dropped out.
Not bad.
Like everybody I know that played it's out. Like, I don't think Strike Force lasts much longer. I could see Contest Champions going as well. So yeah, Mystic Mayhem might stand a good spot, and Snap is doing great from what I understand. Plus, Snap does a lot of stuff with like Twitch streaming and whatnot.
And Snap just got a event that just started up with Jeff and Venom doing their collaboration stuff. So
nice.
they're throwing a lot of the Rivals lore over to Snap. I'm like, that's cool. Keep that shit up. But dupe. Just briefly gonna talk about it because, as I said, I was beating up on Konami, and then literally the day after I beat up on Konami, they said more shit, and I said, fine. Silent Hill, a remake, is in development. They played the old school theme for Silent Hill 2, and I said, fuck. They know how to get me, but I'm not going to purchase it. I kind of am solidifying that I'm not going to get this. I am just happy that there is a development crew that is going to work on Silent Hill and trying to make Silent Hill well. And hopefully there's a new generation that is going to be playing these games, getting fucking scared out of their mind and running out of the room in terror. Much
everybody
is
controlled by Shiba Inu. It's all the Shiba Inu.
It was an ending that I did not expect. Like when I got that ending, this was before YouTube, mind you, that we found out that ending. Like this was beginning of internet, but before YouTube really got off, And yeah, finding out that the Shiba Inu was the mastermind behind it all. That came out of a UFO, by the way. You find that one out in Downpour, I think. All the Silent Hills are great. Go and play a Silent Hill game if you have them in your disposal for hopefully cheap. But I'm glad to see that there's going to be a new generation of Silent Hill games.
Now, do you feel it's worth it to get the remasters if you're going to go through and buy Silent Hill?
So the latest remaster that was in like 2018, I think. 2018, 2019, it was before COVID. It ran well, but the fog was not scary. It didn't have the atmosphere. It didn't have the actual Silent Hill feel to it. I don't remember who worked on it, but it was a 3-year turnaround, I think. Like they didn't have much development time. I'm hoping Konami and Bloober Team take the care, and if they do, I'll keep my ear to the ground and hope that they do very well. And if they do very well, I will promote it accordingly. Because I love Silent Hill. Silent Hill was a great series. I think the only game that I didn't really like was Shattered Dreams. Shattered. God, I went into fucking Cody Rhodes for like 2 seconds.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I was almost doing the gold dust pose where ride the hands up the chest.
Yeah, but Cody was Stardust.
I know, I know, but I almost did that. Shattered Dreams.
I think you need a break on the on the
The drink, yeah.
wrestling, buddy. Or the drink too. Yeah, I didn't even think
Yeah,
about that.
I'm halfway done with it. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. I do need to take a break on the wrestling because WWE is still pissing me off. But sadly, I wish it was a time when I could say no wrestling because it's shoe news, and there's wrestling involved with them.
Very true.
One of my favorite wrestlers of all time, the Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero. Holy crap! I'm happy that he's finally
These are
getting
being done.
shoes.
Well, these are being done because of Dominic, I think.
Yeah, Dom Mysterio.
These are from
And his quote unquote real father. For those who don't know, during the Attitude Era, there was a beef between Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio over the. Actually, I believe it actually hit the point of doing actual ownership papers of Dominic, and who actually.
The storylines are insane.
The Attitude Era was nuts. And then Dom, even in his young form, still chose Eddie as his father, and I was just like, "You're teaching a child. Well, it's fine. It's all for the story. It's all for the story." But he even pulled it up later on, where he even went heel and said, I'm ashamed to say that you are my daddy and not Eddie." That type of heel turn, and I was like, okay. Fine, and he's doing very well, both in ring and on the mic. Very proud of him, but he's got really nice shoes that pay homage to Eddie Guerrero. In the inside of the shoes on the soles, it says Latino Cheat and Latino Heat. Fantastic. Up on the sides, it has kind of Rey Mysterio-esque eye flare, along with some flames, to kind of signify the luchador that he is and how he learned from it. I do not know this face figure on the side, however.
Probably a Dom thing. I don't know. I don't watch WWE.
I think it's Travis Scott, but I'm not 100%.
Why would? Oh, is it a Travis Scott pair of shoes?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that would make sense then.
Yeah, with Travis Scott in there. So I would assume it's a Travis Scott thing, but happy that they made these shoes, and I'm happy that it's mostly going toward Eddie. But going from one character to another, Doraemon. We talked about the Japanese release Converses that had a very limited release to the US, and guess what? They're doing part 2 here in the US again. I didn't know Converse was Boston. I had no clue. I thought they were West Coast.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. But these Doraemon shoes, very bright, very vibrant, a very orange to pink color scheme, very summery. I'm not a big fan of the colors, but the figure on the side, the Doraemon on the side of these, very adorable. The Chuck 70s go for $100. Further down, you got Doraemon all over a white shoe in a lot of his classic comic book poses. Those ones go for $80. And then down at the bottom, well, no, not down at the bottom, I forgot, these ones. These nice little slip-ons that have a face mask of Doraemon. Fine, $50. Now we get to these, the off-brand Crocs, I'll call them. Oh boy, the All-Star
Crocs
play.
are already rough. How are we gonna sit here and do off-brand Crocs? Like, come on.
Yeah, well, so good news. These are only for the toddler preschoolish. Yeah, preschool into regular school. So these are meant to
bad habits.
Yeah, that teaching them comfort. With Chuck Taylors, you get the patterned soles.
They're not just that they look like Crocs too, though. They're not just Chucks.
That's fair. A good,
also,
comfortable.
If these
medium.
are as comfortable as people claim, then they're going to be in a shock when they finally wear Chucks. That's
true. That is very true. But they're a pretty nice light blue with Doraemon floating around in the stars. I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of adorable looking for $45. All of these shoes released yesterday on the Converse website. And of course, it wouldn't be our show without any new Crocs. The Smurfs, baby. You better Smurf and believe it.
Smurf me.
Go Smurf yourself. Also, Epic Games, go away. Uh, these look fine.
You get 15 new friend requests? Jesus. Popular.
Yeah, I don't look at the Epic
Chat,
Games
look at
one.
those.
Yeah, I don't know what are those? These are fine. They don't do anything. They just have all the gibbets of all of the popular ones: Brainy Smurf, Papa Smurf, Smurfette. I don't remember the strong one. I don't remember either one of these. Do they have a list of their names? No. Oh wait, maybe in the 5-pack they got names. Oh, I don't want to add them to my cart. Bummer. Well, even still, there's, a fine Croc one, but there's also one that's dedicated to. Oh, crap. Where is it? One that's dedicated straight up to Smurfette. If you want one
that's good.
that's just Smurfette branded. $80 for the Smurfette one, $75 for the non-Smurfette All Smurfs one. Go Smurf yourself. Flying back over to Goosebumps. Cavity Colors has licensed Goosebump Creepy Classic Jogger Sweatpants.
They
Apparently
kind of license everything in a very like neon fun way.
Yeah. Did these glow in the dark?
I mean, probably glow at least under black light, you know.
I would hope so. But
I
they
mean, just look at the
have
colors; you have to, right?
what is the fucking puppet's name?
Slappy.
Slappy. That's it. The one that's on the fucking cooking one on the back of the one. Oh man, I used to love Goosebumps, but man, my brain is itching on these. But I could see.
You can do it.
I don't remember. Is there a way
Um,
to? I'm just gonna search up Cavity Colors and see how much they are because I don't see a price. Search this. Hopefully they show. Ooh, I'll look at that later. There we go. Creepy Classics. Here we go. The Haunted Mask.
So, yeah, that's the Haunted Mask. I don't remember the jack-o'-lantern. It's say cheese and die.
Okay. I
And
would remember that
then
one over time.
what is the? So I know it's Slappy, but
Night of the Living Dummy.
yeah, Night of the Living Dummy. Yeah.
So yeah, the Haunted Mask. I wouldn't have gotten that one. My brain was fried. Attack of the Jack-o'-lanterns I should have got. And then Say Cheese and Die.
Is that just Attack of the Jack-o'-lanterns? Okay, I can't remember if it was like something specific or okay, yeah, rather
and
simple.
then Say Cheese and Die I would have gotten if brain didn't fry up. But even still, $45 for them, that ain't too bad for some customed Goosebump jogger sweatpants. $13 for the spooky socks, and 32 and $35 for the Abominable Snowman of Pasadena t-shirt or the Night of the Living Dummy t-shirt. And the Night of the Living Dummy one's fine. The Abominable Snowman of Pasadena was one of those choose your own adventure ones, I think. I remember reading one. I want to say that was one of the ones that was the choose your own adventure where you've had to flip between the pages to find your ending. I never liked those. I understand why they made them because it was one of those you get to choose how the book ends. But okay, go and check out cavitycolors.com if you want to grab one of these. And they also have some Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, or not Nightmare Before Christmas, Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm fried.
That's it. No more drink for you.
Yeah, very scary stuff. Over on Hobby Genki, a Japanese website that sells to America, a really nice looking Edge Runners Lucy figure. For those who actually enjoyed the show and want to get a pretty good looking figure. I believe the pricing is around $110. Next up from the HLJ, the Hobby Lobby Japan shop, is a Witcher 3 Geralt figure that has some pretty good-looking armor, and he comes with Gwent cards.
I do like me some Gwent.
About $120-ish. Badoop. Spider-Punk, I believe, is also in the Hobby Lobby Japan for around $125 to $130.
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby Japan.
Ew.
Yeah.
Same company that I'm thinking of, or is this different?
Yep. Nope. Yep. Same company. Just in Japan.
No.
Yeah. Yes. Hobby Lobby Japan, baby. They sell figures.
Okay, yeah, but Hobby Lobby sucks. No, this is a different company. It's got to be.
Hobby Lobby doesn't suck.
Oh, this is Hobby Link, not Hobby Lobby.
Oh. I'm dumb. Oh, yeah, I'm dumb.
And Hobby Lobby does sink. It does suck.
Does
Hobby
it?
Link. The hell's trying to download?
I just like all the figure motion. So yeah, I'm sorry. It is Hobby Link Japan, and it even transfers the price to USD, which is also very cool. 123. I was a little off. Badoop. A really nice looking Godzilla versus King Ghidorah with battle damaged version, where you can remove their middle head. Is available for $100 over on BBTS, the Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, that one I'm correct on. I like that you can replace the wing with its burnt off one, or remove the middle head. It looks very set up a diorama, if you will. I believe this is. Does it say what year? Yeah, 1990 from the movie from 1991. So it's the pre-Showa, I think. That part I'm a little iffy on. But speaking about Godzilla, we have ourselves an official look at the new Lego Godzilla set. It looks kind of adorable, kind of cute.
I love it. I mean, I don't know if we'll get any tweaks before the final release, because this is one of those ones that got voted for and approved.
Yeah,
but I do love it.
I'm sure there's going to be some pieces that are going to be introduced specifically for this. Maybe something
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking that as well. Maybe some interchangeable bits and bobs for the spines, or maybe
probably
LEDs.
give you like colors that you could switch out for the spine.
LEDs.
But they do have the glow bricks, but they tend to not do a lot of those. I mean, they might. That does make the price of the set go up a lot, though.
Yeah, but having the little mouth beam is cute too. What would be even funnier is if they did a Shin Godzilla second form, the little derpy one.
Yeah, that would be slightly terrifying in Lego form.
But I would buy it. Hopefully we get some more of this later on in the Lego conference during the New York Comic Con. Badoop. Jaws is about to have its 50-year anniversary, and they, over at mondoshop.com, are going to be having a few very interesting timed edition selling things. Records, a figure, and a poster that looks a bit weird to me. Like, teeth coming out the side. Looks a bit strange, but I it's very very pop glam. I like it. Then the figure, which has bits and pieces that you can kind of scatter about, including a head, a leg, the meat hook with the meat just trying to do to it. What I think is a life jacket with some teeth marks in it. A cage that you can shove him through it, and of course, Jaws with the replaced head where he's all tore up. Oh, you can put the pieces in the... Aw, that's adorable. This figure looks like it took a long time to craft. $275. It is not...
I like Jaws a lot. I'm not buying that.
Yeah. I've only seen the first
it's cool. Movie. I mean, the sequels aren't that great.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. Watch it for the first one,
Mm.
Also you got to remember it's one of those things that, like, it invented the blockbuster. Like, it was the first blockbuster, and so, like, of course, the studio went, "Oh, we need more of these." But Spielberg was like, "I'm gonna go do other stuff." Because why am I gonna keep making movies about sharks?
That's fair. Uh, a little bit of a warning they put on here. This item is subject to tariff surcharge for U.S. customers. Hmm.
Yeah,
So
good thing to have the warning.
I'm happy they have the warning. And then two LPs. One is a Jaws Selections and Studio Rarities EP, and one is the original motion picture 50th anniversary edition, the 2 LP that is in what looks to be ocean blue and blood red. I'm here for those the 2 LP. Can I get that image? Yeah. I like those. Those look really good.
I do like
John,
those.
the
Those are very
original
nice.
John Williams made music. I didn't
Score.
know they score. Thank you. I didn't know they
Mhm.
had that much music to throw onto 2 discs, but that's fucking metal. Also some
2 records.
forwardings. Yeah, some forwardings. Yes, thank you.
Hmm. Um, I mean, you got to figure you got to score an entire movie, and a record only holds so much.
Oh, and that's kind of cute. The case itself opens up to have just the shark fin, and the records in the slip cases are in the middle, so it can stand on its own. It even shows you how it does it. That's kind of cool. Uh, yeah, okay. I Wait a minute. Oh, and then these are the black ones for the non-timed versions, I would assume. It's
Yeah,
very
no, I want the if I were to buy these, I'd want the blood red and the ocean blue.
yeah. Speaking of Jaws and the 50th anniversary, AMC has some collector's edition cups, including a chum bucket, a really nice looking cup that has a swimmer up there with Jaws, of course, doing the head peek movie poster, and then Jaws'
Hmm.
head that. Oh wow, this is a high resolution photo. Let me. Oh,
It's a lot of detail.
that's a lot of detail, a lot of shark head. That's a popcorn bucket. If there's any doubt in your mind, that is a popcorn bucket. And then another one that has a different styling. I think very brochure is this one, and this one's very classic, very original. I like them. Sadly, they usually go the way of overpricing them, so hopefully these are fairly priced.
Yeah, the prices on some of these popcorn buckets are getting out of control. Like, I get it; it's this new way for the, or not even new. It's like the love for it is so big that
They
the
want,
they're going, oh, we can finally make money because theaters have been struggling. But you also have to price where you fucking
yeah.
buy them.
Did you hear about how much they're wanting for the Galactus one for the Fantastic
No,
Four movie?
but I'm assuming it's insane.
$100,
Yeah, I'm
$99.
not. mm,
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's a bit ridiculous, but dupe. However, what looks really fucking cool right now, I wish I could blow up this image. Uh, the Punisher 1/6 scale collectible figure from McFarlane Toys also comes with the Punisher original number 8 at Walmart and GameStop tomorrow, the 19th. I gotta say, this figure looks good. A little bit of a
Just sucks that it's
grizzled
Walmart
chin.
and GameStop.
Yeah, it sucks that it's Walmart and GameStop. It comes with a reprint of original number 8, which was one of the first Punisher comics singles that I have actually started to collect. I have a vast majority of the original now. I would probably go out of my way to get this figure, but sadly, I may have to find someone who's selling it a little cheaper elsewhere. There was a comment down here that showed the Magnum, I think. No, I forget. Blue Steel. That's it. That's the original look from Zoolander. Zoolander. Zoolander.
Zoolander, yeah.
Yeah. And I said, yeah, it kind of does give Blue Steel a little bit.
Yeah.
And last but not least, oh god, I'm mentally prepping myself for this one because I don't like it.
What? Who thought about this?
So what we're looking at is from Toy Shiz. Thank you, Toy Shiz. The Furbies have mutated up on Amazon for pre-order, and what these are:
The long Furby.
a long Furby that has legs
It's
and
it's like if Slinky Dog and Furby had a child
with a troll doll,
with a troll doll. Yeah.
and sadly ran out of buckshot, so it still has to live.
It's like a Cronenberg freaking.
Yeah, so for a brief time back in like 2020, I remember seeing a Furby's head being placed on like a long pillow and having it be like a coilable Furby
Things the
snake.
world didn't need.
Yeah, and I'm like, don't bring those over to me, or I will probably set it on fire. And this thing comes in not one, not two, but 6 flavors. And the one that we're looking at right now is, I think, cherry sprinkles, because it looks like a confetti cake, so I can only assume.
Why are they food?
I don't think this one is. Rainbow cheetah. Kitty
That one's
love.
just trying to be a
Rose art.
Lisa Frank.
Oh, Lisa Frank. That's it. Uh, the Kitty Love has little pink hearts on it and the purple to pink hair. I don't know. And then this one, the Candy Swirl. It just makes me want to take it by its tail and just start whipping it around like a pair of nunchucks, you know? It hurts my head. It hurts my head. I'm not gonna look up the price because honestly, I don't want you buying these. I don't want these to exist. I don't want these to get popularized. If you want to find them, you find them on your own.
There's gonna be a documentary in 20 years the way they did the Atari ET game and be like, oh, all of this landfill full of long Furbies.
Oh man, I would burn them. I would make sure they had no chance of coming back.
First of all, Furbies coming back was never on my bingo card. And a few years ago, they came back, and I was like, okay, who the fuck?
I wish I could tell you. I mean, Hasbro, obviously, but I wish I could tell you who asked.
But that's the thing is, clearly someone's buying them because they continue to be at the stores, and now they're making new versions.
I'm gonna very carefully.
People are fucking buying them.
I'm gonna very carefully go down the comments and hope that I don't see. Okay, I did not see the Furby snake knockoff that I had seen in my history. Holy crap! But these things are 22 inches long, which means that box is about that. No, you don't need them to be. And they say music, lights, sounds, and more 1,000 play combos. What the fuck do you mean play combo? I burn them. Hopefully they're inexpensive. Buy them, burn them. If you have that kind of extra scrap cash, or just give us the money.
Because if people fucking buy them, they're gonna go, "Oh, this is a good idea." They're just gonna make more.
Oh shit, you're right. So, yeah, no, let them rot. Let them rot in the shelves.
Remember the Simpsons Christmas episode where they basically make Furbies and they're designed to destroy other toys?
No, I have not seen that one.
Yeah,
that sounds like a good episode.
Funzo. Was the yeah.
I'm gonna write that down right now, and I'll try and find that episode when we're done.
Yeah, basically the school needs funding, and so they sell out to a toy company that uses the kids to design the new hot toy for Christmas.
Makes sense. And then of course they like Funzo because Funzo is interactive and neurons. Okay. Makes sense.
Lisa accidentally names it.
Oh. So every time there's a toy issue, it's usually Lisa, which is the funny bit. Oh, but yeah, I'm gonna probably.
You do have the evil Krusty doll.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you are correct.
Episode of Treehouse of Horrors. Which that's something I almost bought. You can buy the Krusty doll. They released a bunch of Simpsons stuff at Target a while back.
Target's been making some big moves lately.
They got the phone, and you can call it. And it does it's all Mo. It's a bunch of the prank calls from Mo, and they got a few other things. And one of the things they have is the Krusty doll. Back from good to you.
Okay. Target, you're doing some cool shit. I'd say stop it, but we need some cool shit nowadays.
I mean, they're still being boycotted for everything they're doing, but
Yeah. That's all I got. My brain's fried. I'm
all I got.
3/4. I should not have been drinking as much of that because I have.
I didn't think you were gonna buy it when you sent it to me. Honestly, I thought I was gonna have to buy it. And then here you are. So
a jittery mess. But it was delicious. I will admit, it was very refreshing. The first couple of drinks were really weird and off-putting, but I could start tasting like I could start tasting the whipped cream and the actual orange that they included. It tasted like a really nice blended drink after a while.
Hmm.
So it gets a pass, but yeah, no, it has 44% of your daily intake of sugar, so take it slow. Don't take it in the 1 hour and 15 minutes I have. Oh God, I'm gonna go vibrate through a wall, but first, is there anything else you
He's gonna
got?
run around the block a bit.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't think there is
All
anything else. I
right.
think that's it for me.
Then let's go ahead and close this off with a thank you guys for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe where you can. Remember to check the links down in the description for Quincy's threads, my Twitter. I've been posting a lot of wrestling gifs and just funny memories. A lot of artists have also been popping up on my feed. Thank you for that. Check us out on anywhere you can get your podcasts. Hopefully, we start getting a lot
If we're
more.
not there, shoot us a message. We'll get over there.
Yes, please. Remember to check out Zenny. No big deals, just anything above $85 gets free shipping, but they're still, of
But
course,
either
doing the.
way, you're getting good prices on some glasses.
Oh yeah, you can get like 3 pairs for all that. Oh hell yeah. They still have their reuse glasses that have just changed their name to Eco Bloom, that uses a lot of recycled products to help get you guys some very inexpensive frames for your glasses. Check out Hero Forge, no deals there. Check out Humble Bundle if you
Yeah,
want to.
but if you don't have a 3D printer, it's a great way to go get yourself some minifigs that you
Yeah,
get to design.
and even if you do have a 3D printer, you can design them and get them for I think they're
That too.
$5. Yeah.
It's something like that for the file.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Humble Bundle, of course, help out charity while also getting some really cool stuff. I may be getting that Disney comic book one because those covers are absolutely fucking fire, while helping out a
It's always
really good charity.
for some charities.
Yes. And I believe that is everything at the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, at the end of years. Please, for the love of God, love one another. It is definitely free to do. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
God, I'm vibrating in my chair. Ah!